Right now, zookeepers at the Detroit Zoo are trying to figure out what sparked a deadly conflict between two polar bears.
The polar bear habitat at the Detroit Zoo is so large, no one saw the initial assault. 7 Action News reporter Kimberly Craig talked to the zoo about what may have happened.
I'm told there are surveillance cameras in the Arctic Ring of Life habitat where the polar bears are, and zookeepers are now reviewing those videos, trying to determine just what happened.
But we had no reason to believe that they would no longer be compatible because they've been compatible up to that point.
20-year-old Anana is the smaller polar bear on the left. Standing next to her is the 16-year-old male polar bear, Nuka. These pictures taken Saturday by Kevin Coyle, who was visiting the Detroit Zoo, and no one could have imagined 2 days later that Nuka would kill Anana. It appears he was attempting to mate. Scott Carter is the zoo's chief life sciences officer.
We are still in the process of conducting the necropsy, but on gross examination, most of the injuries are on her head.
Anana and Nuka lived together for most of 2020. She and Nuka did not produce a cub last year. They were separated in October, which zookeepers typically do with polar bears, and they were recently reintroduced to each other.
Until yesterday morning, they appeared to be fine, just like they've always been when they're together.
Carter says what's baffling is that the usual signs that they're ready to mate were not there.
Normally when that happens, we see the bear's behavior change, indications of interest by him. That can take several days before breeding really happens. And we didn't see any of that. We believe this resulted probably from his sudden interest in breeding. And we suspect that she wasn't ready and wasn't receptive.
The two polar bears are part of the Species Survival Plan, or SSP, with other accredited zoos and aquariums. We asked if Nuka would remain in that program.
I certainly can't speak for the SSP in that regard, but he won't have an opportunity to breed again probably for at least 2 years. We just don't know at this point what the answer to that question is, Kim.
And Scott Carter says it's possible we may never know exactly what happened. At the Detroit Zoo, Kimberly Craig, 7 Action News.
Kimberly, thank you.